Hey guys, it's Sydney,
And Andy,
and we're back.
another win.
It's our favorite thing to say. Another win.
Yeah,
Oh, this is what I wanted to write
wasn't pretty,
down.
but it's a win.
It wasn't pretty, but Jalen Hurts hasn't lost a game that he's played the full game for in over a year.
Yeah, I
Did you
guess the
see that?
last one would have been Atlanta, or no, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa
When you
Bay.
thought the world was
Yeah,
ending.
when I thought the world was ending,
And
but
it
I said
kind of felt like that
they
a
would
little
never
bit.
make it, and it was crazy. But yeah, just you just got to get like you're not winning the Super Bowl in September, but you can play yourself into a really bad spot. So. Yeah, it's not pretty, but they just got to keep winning somehow. Just find a way to win, and I just believe they'll get better as the season goes on.
So do you want to start with the Eagles?
No,
No? All right. That was just like
little preempt.
a little preamp, a little prologue, if you will.
Yeah,
It's just us tonight.
well, yeah, they were here last night.
Things got a little crazy yesterday.
Yes, they were here last night. So 2 days this week. It's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a busy guy.
busy, busy, busy.
Uh-huh. So yeah, it's just us. And I think Val's a little bit hesitant after last week.
Why? I thought she did good.
She did good, but your whole attitude problem that you had last
I had
week.
an attitude last week.
Yeah.
I watched it. I didn't pick up on
No, you did. I got a few text messages that said, wow, he was on one.
it. I didn't think I was that rough. I'm sorry.
No, you weren't rough. You were just feisty. Usually you're not that you were like really like emotional, it felt like.
Emotional.
Not in like a sad way, but in like a drama way.
Uh,
And this is why we say you're drama, because
I'm
you're
not
being
drunk.
so drama. Just wait. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you about drama.
Okay.
So let's start with the Phillies because that's super exciting. Obviously, we were in the playoffs last time we talked, but we're the second seed, two seed, locked down. So it's good that we know that. Um, we play on Saturday and
Time to be determined.
time to be
And
determined
opponent to be determined.
and opponent to be determined. And I don't like to live my life this way. Like, this is always so stressful because I would love to have a plan, but I can't have a plan. And that's unfortunate for me. But it's either going to be the Reds or the Dodgers. So who would you rather?
I mean, instantly, like, you would think that Cincinnati would be the team you wanted because they fought so hard to make it there, right? The Dodgers won their division, but the Dodgers won the World Series last year. So, I mean, when I guess once you're playing in that round of the playoffs, no team's going to be easy. So I can't say I want to see this team or that team, but I would rather play the Dodgers because, you know, I'd rather beat that team.
I don't know because I was actually thinking, shockingly enough, the opposite.
So yeah, because it seems like I said, it seems like Cincinnati would be the easier team because they didn't win their division. They had to fight into the playoffs. Yeah.
It's not even that. Didn't we get beat pretty bad by the Dodgers in playoffs like 2 years ago? Or am I thinking of the wrong team?
Well, no, it was Arizona 2 years ago.
Oh,
And last year was the Mets, and then we could go back. The year before was, I think the year before was
not the Dodgers?
no, the World Series loss.
Oh, the Astros.
Yeah,
That's who I'm thinking of. Okay.
yeah. So not the
Okay, so I'd
Dodgers.
rather the Dodgers.
So I the other thing about the Dodgers is if the Dodgers win tonight, which is Wednesday, then we're gonna face Otani on Saturday, and that could be a problem.
I don't think it would be.
Well,
He's overrated.
he's not overrated. I keep telling you this.
Okay, I know he's not overrated. I know he's good, but just let me say
He's
it
very good.
to encourage.
He's very good. He's maybe the best baseball player playing baseball right now.
Okay, that's a crazy statement.
Well,
I
because
think you might be right though.
he pitches and he hits 55 home runs this year, one behind Schwarber, and he's a really good pitcher. Now he's coming off of surgery last year or the year before, and he's not pitching as many innings, but I would think by now they're not really worried about him and the innings. So
Is he in the running for MVP?
yeah, he's probably going to win the MVP.
Oh, not Kyle
Yeah,
Schwarber?
I don't think they're going to give it to him. Even though Schwarber led the National League in home runs and led baseball in RBIs, I still don't think he's going to get it. Nah.
When do they determine all this?
Yeah, who cares?
Okay. Mm, speaking of Schwarber,
Not for a couple weeks. You'll start hearing in a couple weeks they'll come up with all that stuff as the playoffs get
mm,
deeper. Yeah.
um, Kyle Schwarber did not beat the record, did not tie the
No,
record.
he gave it a good run.
Really
You
good
know,
run.
I mean, when we were talking last week, we were thinking he's not even going to get close, and then he had 3 home runs in 2 games, and you started thinking, oh, he might do this, but it just didn't happen.
Can't win them all.
Well, yeah,
Such is life,
yeah,
you know?
he could try again next year.
He can. So the Phillies are playing a little charity scrimmage tonight,
Yeah, I was listening to radio and
Wednesday
everything.
night,
Yeah, yeah,
and like 30,000 tickets sold out going to charity on just a regular old Wednesday for not even a playoff game.
yeah. Well,
And the tickets were like $300.
a piece.
That's what I heard.
Well, I'm sure some of the tickets were, but the nice thing about that, it's probably one of the fastest games you'll ever watch
That's true.
because there'll be no drama. There'll be no, yeah.
Hmm. And is this like the first time they've ever done something like this?
I think this is the first time they've ever done it
Like to the public.
to the public.
Right.
Yeah, I think like sometimes in the playoffs, teams will have inter squad scrimmages just to keep the
Hmm.
players, focused a little bit.
Yeah. I guess having people there is kind of
Yeah,
hopefully gonna help them.
but it might, yeah, because they can get, kind of get the real feel of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of Red October. It is
yeah,
October.
it's
I
October.
cannot believe it.
Happy birthday, Uncle Pete.
Happy birthday, Uncle Pete. October 1st?
Yeah.
Wow. Um, it hasn't like felt like October. This morning it felt like fall. But other than that, I've still been pretty much in summer mode.
Yeah, well, it's still warm in the
Hmm.
afternoon. Yeah.
Which is nice, but I am ready for fall fashion, winter fashion. I just placed a big order. I have my style for the year.
Fantastic. I'm glad that's taken care of.
Care to hear about it, or
Oh, we can talk about it later.
you don't want to talk about it now? Just imagine boots.
Okay.
It's the fall and winter of boots. Long denim shorts, maybe a skirt, maybe regular shorts, and boots. The boots are the big key factor here.
Okay.
And what do you think about that?
Whatever you want to do.
Doesn't care.
No, no,
No,
no.
it's just my world.
Yeah. You and your sisters enjoy.
Okay, moving on. Dad does not want to get into fashion. So let's
Okay,
just
put that
talk
down.
about the game. I just crossed it out. No, I'm kidding. I didn't have that written down.
Uh,
That was a special. To the Eagles, unless you have anything else Phillies related to say. I
no.
mean, let's just pray fingers crossed this weekend goes well. They're at home. It should be okay.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna put their best pitcher on the mound for game one, and you just gotta hope that the bats weren't off so long that they're a little cold early and they don't get down in the series early. So, I mean, I think they'll be
I
okay.
have a good feeling. I think we're gonna live to see
I think they'll be okay.
round two.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Let's just get to the, yeah, championship series,
Okay.
not the World Series.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to talk next week because
Yeah,
next week they're gonna be like probably two or
3 games
three
in.
games
Yeah,
in, and
yeah.
who knows?
Yep,
Sure, we'll be texting all weekend.
yep.
Now to the Eagles, which, as we mentioned before, was a whirlwind of emotions.
It was crazy, right? Like,
I don't know what I would rather. I don't know if I'd rather start off strong and then shit hit the fan, or shit hit the fan early on and then get better. Like, I don't know like which is easier to handle.
um, holding on for dear life is horrible.
It's horrible. He texts in our family group chat. This is when like
Holding on
it's
for dear life
out
is
of
horrible.
control. This is where the drama comes in. He texts us and says, "I'm gonna be sick." I mean, like we were all thinking it, but for you to text us that, that's how you know shit is real. If you're pulling out stuff
So
like that, I'm gonna be sick. I mean, how dramatic, but also
it was right
real.
after the second 70-yard touchdown
It was a
pass of
lot.
the day, which was it was really it was getting hard to watch. I mean, it
Okay,
was
why? Let's start good. Let's start with the good.
so the crazy part, right? They end LA with a special teams field goal block for a touchdown.
Right.
And they start off, they 3-and-out Tampa Bay, then they block the punt for a touchdown. And you're thinking this is
It
incredible.
was insane. I couldn't
Then
believe my eyes. Special teams is like,
yeah, Tampa gets the ball. They don't really go nowhere. They punt, back and forth. We looked pretty good offensively early. Still, Barkley not getting off, not being able to get Barkley going. I understand there's 7 men in a box, 8 men in a box, but it looked like they were trying to set up, get the run going by passing the ball a little more early on in downs and to
mm-hmm.
get the series going, and it seemed to be working
It
for
did
them.
work. I mean, it looked good.
It
It
seemed
looked,
the offense seemed a lot
yeah,
better in the first half,
1,000%. They were making plays, running the ball a little
but you
bit.
could see that there's injuries on their offensive line. It's just there. Anyone who watches can see that there's injuries on the offensive line, and football is a pretty simple sport. It's really won on the line of scrimmage. If you can win on the line of scrimmage, that means your quarterback and your running backs are going to be able to do what they want. What is what the play is scheduled to do. But when your offensive line is not being able to blow people off the ball and getting pushed around and letting people come untouched, makes it hard for the other things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as Lane Johnson went down, it really got bad. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But to be honest, the first half, I guess what I say, you're listening to the radio, they're like Kevin Patullo can't call plays, this, that, the other thing. But in the first half, they ran some short yardage touchdowns off of tush push style formation.
I loved that.
Right? Beautiful.
That was so fun.
Right, it was
That's
beautiful.
like my new favorite thing.
The little shovel pass and the little, yeah, it was really nice.
Because now it's like they're so dead set on trying to learn how to stop the tush push. Like they're so in their heads, and then it's like, oh, actually, just kidding. We're not
Well,
gonna do that.
well, you see that again, as I was saying last week, you can't say that it's just a rugby play because they're lined up in a formation that they can throw the ball out of and run out of.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just better at it.
It's funny. I
But
love
I
it.
think part of the reason Landon Dickerson's having such a problem is from that play.
Yeah.
The wear and tear of that play. And yeah, They lost. Who else went down last week? Lane Johnson went out.
I don't know.
I don't know if Dickerson played the whole game.
I don't think that he did.
Just the offensive line is just needs to get solidified a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that's they need to figure that out a little bit.
Yeah,
Personally, I
yeah.
think.
So they got a couple games here in the next week. They play Sunday and Thursday, right? And
Cooper
then
had a
they get a
good
little
game
Well, in the first
in the
half,
first
the whole
half.
team had a good game in the first half. Yeah, in the first half, the whole team had a good game. They played a great second half against the Rams and a great first half against.
Hmm.
Now they just got to be able to do that all together because that game that we watched Sunday seems so much like the game that we watched the week before
In reverse.
in reverse, but somehow we were able to hold on and get the win where the Rams weren't able to.
Yeah, that's true. Um, so you mentioned we were talking earlier, the heat was definitely
So
obviously not an excuse at all, but that does play a huge part in
you could
the
see
game,
you
I
could
would
see.
say. It was feel like 100 degrees.
I mean, I think partly because the offense was on the field for
Yeah.
in the second half. Like I don't know if we're talking about the second half is what we really should be talking about.
Let's talk about it.
The offense is on the field for like 30 seconds at a clip. And then the defense is chasing them guys around. And it's a lot harder to chase somebody
Yeah.
than it is to be chased.
And it was showing because they could not make a tackle in the second half to save their lives.
Right. It's funny you say that.
It
right?
was, I was getting so annoyed.
Because in the first half, Chris, who was on the show once, said, "This is the best tackling team we've had since Buddy Ryan."
Um,
And I go, "Chris, isn't it amazing? This time last year, they couldn't tackle you." Right.
fair enough.
Right? Because we were there doing this, we couldn't tackle. But in the first half of that game, they were flying all over. Quinion had a game and a half in the first half. He was all over the field. And then they just looked like they tired out and they couldn't keep up with him in the second half.
And the penalties of it all.
Well, that's just immaturity and that's gotta stop.
So I wanted to talk about this. What do you think? What's your hot take on the taunting calls? I'm like really curious. We haven't talked about this. I have thoughts.
Seriously, what do you think my thoughts are?
I don't know.
I think it's ridiculous
okay.
that because I could tell you, Sid, even if I was playing you in wiffle ball and I struck you out, I'm gonna let you know about it. Right?
So you think they shouldn't be getting called like that?
You're supposed to be a man, right? This is a man sport. You're playing a physical sport. And when you do something like that, emotion is part of the game, and they're trying to take that part out of it. You get yourself hyped up. Like when DeJean last year planted Derrick Henry, yeah, I think he should be able to stand over him any way he wants. Sorry.
So I agree to an extent.
It's always an extent.
No,
But
I think
what if you
I don't
poor
think they need
guy?
to be called, but fine them. Fine them
Fine him for what?
for being an ass.
Why was he being an ass?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying these guys are making millions and millions and millions of dollars. You're held to somewhat higher of a standard. I'm sorry, but you are.
So listen, I'm sorry, but I want to just say this. Because they play a sport don't mean they should be held at a higher
But they
standard.
are.
But it's not. If like anybody, any two guys that are friends.
You doing that at work.
So no, what I'm saying, that's not work. I'm saying this.
That's how they get paid.
If somehow I could slam the ball. I'm playing basketball, just envision this, and I could
I
slam
can't
it.
envision that.
Right? Yeah, of course you can't because I'm so small. But I could slam it on somebody. I would be in their face.
Yeah, I just don't
It's
like to
just the
see
way it
that.
goes. I think that's the difference between.
I think it shouldn't be called, but fine their asses. They're making too much money to be
I don't
acting
think you
like
need to
that. Get
find
your
them.
shit together.
I don't think, like, of course, if you're, like, you got to be.
If you're spitting at
Well,
someone,
that's ridiculous. I
yes.
didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm talking about that guy walked over. Cooper DeJean stepped
Yeah.
over that guy. You really think that was a 15-yard penalty?
No, I don't.
No,
I do
that's
not.
stupid.
They should not be penalties.
Like,
I agree with that a thousand
it shouldn't be
percent.
a fine
Just,
either.
but if it has to be something, just let it be a stupid fine. Fine them. Don't let me waste my
It
time
doesn't
and
have
my
to be
day.
anything. If you spit on someone, you get suspended, you get in trouble, whatever. If you make a great play and you let the guy that you made the play against know that, what's the big deal? And it's been sports for as long as I've watched sports. That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They score a touchdown, it's celebration, right?
Do you
Get a
think?
sack, celebration.
Do
But
you?
now you have to be careful that you don't hurt the other guy's feelings. What are we in second grade here? Get out of here with that stuff,
I don't.
man.
So,
No, I think it's stupid.
do you think it will last?
I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. I hope the NFL sees that it's stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Okay. I just like to see them lose money, honestly,
Why?
because I don't think they should be making that much. But
Well, we could talk about that another time. And I told you this before.
their fines
So
should go to charity.
so listen, and a lot of times they do go to
Good.
charities. But what I'm trying to say is the only reason they make that kind of money is because
People like us watch it.
no, there's only 64 quarterbacks or 32 starting quarterbacks, 64 viable quarterbacks, right?
But there could be more.
How? You need more teams. And that's going to
Let's
create more
make more
money.
teams.
It's going to create more money. The thing is, there's only a
Everything's about
certain amount of
money.
players for a certain amount of money. So don't get mad at them because they. What do you think?
Mad at
You
all.
think Jeff Lurie's going to take it easy on us if he didn't play the players as much? Come on,
Let's
man.
not get things twisted up.
Oh,
I'm not mad. I'm not losing
I don't
sleep
care
over
what
this.
what you think that they make too
I've
much money.
thought about it since
They make too much
I took
money.
the note.
Oh my
They
God.
do. I think other people work hard and should be getting paid a little bit more.
Some industries don't generate that kind of
I
money.
know, and that's a bummer.
Well, that's life in the big city.
I know. I'm realizing that.
Sorry.
It's just kind of a bummer
No
sometimes.
athletic ability over here.
It's all your fault. No,
All
I'm
my fault.
kidding.
I got it.
Well, I'm a female, and females don't make that much money playing sports.
Track and field.
Olympian.
That's Simone Biles. Looks like she's doing pretty good.
Yeah. Well, her husband's in the NFL.
I think
Well,
she's probably
is he?
richer than he is.
Did
I
you
wouldn't know that to be true. I don't know that as a fact. I might have to
fact
retract
check
that
yourself?
statement.
Yeah. We need to stop spewing lies on here. We just say things.
I just said, well, I mean, I assume she does pretty good.
Well, yeah, of course. Okay, anyway, Jake Elliott's in the 200 club. He kicked his 200th field goal.
Yeah, he's the man.
He is the man, but I will say the Tampa Bay kicker made two really good
Well, that
kicks.
65-yarder was incredible, man.
Insane.
That really, and again, that propelled them into that second half. Like going down into the half 24-3 compared to 24-6 with a 65-yarder. That's an exciting play for that team to end the half.
I was excited
Yeah, it was crazy.
for the
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, because at that point I was like, we're playing so good. Things are going so well. Like, you know what? If he kicks a 65-yard field goal, he should have that.
Well, it was yeah.
And then I ate my words, per usual, honestly.
And then he hit a 58-yarder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
65 to
And
58, I think it was.
Jake's hit a couple over 50
Yeah,
this year.
he's the man. Wouldn't trade him for anyone else, but you still have to give credit where credit
Learning
is
you
due.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it already. I will
I
never
know.
say a bad thing about Jake Elliott ever again.
Said, I'll tell you when it's time. All right.
Okay. No, I'm just not going to.
Yeah,
It's never
I'll
going to
tell
be
you.
time.
No, you're not going to have to say anything bad. I'll just tell you when his time is.
It's gonna be a sad day, I
Yeah,
think.
of course it is. He's been with us a long time. He's a great kicker.
So there's two more things I want to say about our game, and then we can talk about some other games in the league. The AJ Brown of it all. What are your thoughts there? Did you hear about this?
Well, I heard about his tweet or his
Yeah, so he
whatever.
was tweeting after the game some pretty cryptic things. The tweet said, "If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw, don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way." And there was some speculation that he's unhappy and
So,
yada yada yada.
so one, he didn't make, I mean, he didn't just walk away without making a scene. He walked away, sent a tweet, and made a scene, right? Because that's all everyone can talk about.
Hmm.
Is he upset? Yes, he's upset. Do you blame him for being upset? No, I don't. He should be getting the ball more, but he is also on that team and he should be saying the same things that we're saying. He had 9 targets Sunday.
He did.
He had 9 targets. So they're trying that he went from not getting the ball to where they were trying to feed him the ball so much. And again, when your offensive line is not doing the job that they were doing before, the whole thing changes.
Yeah.
And they all have to adapt. The thing that I like about this team most is they're winning playing ugly football. They're going to keep working. They're going to keep working. They're going to work harder and harder, I hope. And I'm going to give this coach and this quarterback and this offense games to figure it out.
So,
You're
like,
watching, like,
I get what you're saying, but are you worried about what AJ Brown was thinking? Or do you
where's he
think he
going?
was just butthurt?
I don't even think he's butthurt. I think he's just frustrated that the offense looks like one of the worst offenses in the league for half the game. Like
Yeah.
it's annoying.
But like
He's on that
why
team. That's his reputation.
get off Twitter and get to work? We don't need to be tweeting that we're upset.
I don't know that he's not working. That's not what
Why did
he's
you have to
saying.
tweet that though? That's so dramatic.
So this is I'm assuming because I don't do any of that stuff.
I don't either. I just
That's
saw it.
what the younger generation does. They can't help. You guys can't help yourselves.
They can though. I've never seen something
Some
like
of them
this.
can, some of them can't. I don't think it's a big deal. He's not going anywhere. He's an Eagle. The cap hit is so much money that they can't afford to, to, to trade him or anything. They're not trading him. They just have to figure it out. And
Yeah.
the fans should, I mean, we can't just let them go. We have
Because
to,
again, AJ Brown's making it seem like he's the only one who's like it's a team, it's an offense team. They all need to figure it out, obviously. Clearly. We
right.
can see that. Like it's not just about him.
What I think he's trying to say is give me the ball. I can help. Like,
That's great.
I mean, he's one of the best receivers in the league. The problem is the area of the field that he really excels in is probably one of Jalen's weakest um, attributes. Like Jalen has a problem
Hmm.
throwing in that part of the field, especially the way the offensive line is playing. And now Barkley's not gaining yards on the ground, so it changes everything, and they just have to figure it out.
Agreed. I just wish he didn't do that.
Well, it's too late. I mean, as soon as you hit the send button, you can wish all you want,
Of
but it's out
course.
there.
And then I wanted to say, what else? Oh, where is it? Did I delete the wrong thing?
I don't know.
I must have. Um, did you see CJ Gardner Johnson? We
Got
didn't talk
released out
that.
of Texas.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, I heard they said like locker room drama and I mean, I don't know. He's always been a guy that talks a lot, but I don't see him coming back to the Eagles if that's what you're wondering.
Um, I don't know. Wanted your thoughts. I don't think he's coming back
I
either.
don't I don't uh I don't really have any thoughts on it. like I
No, your
said,
thoughts.
like he always likes to talk and he talks crazy,
Hmm.
right?
He is
Now,
crazy. He's a wild card for
now
sure.
the difference between here's the difference. CJ talks like that, he gets released. AJ talks like that, nothing happens. Talent versus problem, talent versus problem. This talent doesn't equal the problem, goes away.
Okay.
This talent can bitch and complain, and we're going to figure out how to get this guy the ball, and he's going to help us. And I just think he's got to hang in there, right? So that's what I say. So CJ needs to just keep his mouth shut, and when he gets on it, get signed with someone, and just you know play his position.
So what do you think? So after the game, Sirianni did his little pep talk speech. Did you hear it?
Not really.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
I just want to hear what you have to say about it. He said, 4-0, don't let good get in the way of great. We've got a lot of work to do and a lot to be thankful for. Enjoy it.
Nice.
Well, what do you think?
Well, part 4-0.
All of it.
4-0 is fantastic.
It's
And yet,
fantastic. I like
you
the
don't
don't
like the
let good get in the, I have no problem with that. I think that was a great thing to say. Don't let good
yeah,
get in the way of great. Let's get to work.
it's what I keep saying, right? You can't, you can't like remember the guy from Green Bay last week before Green Bay got their amazing, they didn't go 17 and 0, 20 and 0, whatever the guy said they were gonna do. Yeah, they were gonna go undefeated.
You were giving Green Bay a lot of credit too,
Yeah, because
because you
I
thought
thought
Micah Parsons was going to really help
help
them
that
out.
team. Yeah.
And
And
I said, he's overrated. He's not that good. And I mark my
uh,
words. And I wish Dallas would have beat them. That's the only ever in my life, only time I would ever say I wanted Dallas to win that game.
well,
I wanted Dallas to win that game so bad,
I did not want Dallas to win
just
that
to
game.
stick it to
I think,
him.
to be honest with you, I think that outcome was probably the greatest outcome
It
we
was
could have
good.
had.
Nobody wins.
But
I hate a tie. I don't believe in ties, though. How are we playing professional sports and ending a game in a tie? You win or you lose. You don't tie.
so
That's not right.
back to the good getting ahead of the what was it?
Good
Good,
getting in the way of great.
right. So that's what I said. They have to keep working, right? And Green Bay thought they were great, and it got in the
Mhm.
way, and it
Great
got in the
got in the
way, right?
way.
It got in the way. So you have to keep focused, right? I
And
mean,
that, I think, we've been saying, I
I
think
like
the Eagles
Sirianni.
do a good job at keeping the focus. I do.
This year kind of reminds me of the year after the Super Bowl with
I
the Eagles.
know. Same. Because
But I think
how many games did we win
10
that?
and 1.
10-1.
But
Yeah. I'm getting
I
PTSD.
think the difference is, right? I don't think we played the quality of the opponent that we've played so far. I think that Nick has learned a lot. I think Howie's learned a lot. And I don't think the panic button will be pushed if they have a rough stretch. Because the team is, it's mentally strong enough to handle anything that comes down the
Hmm.
road now. So I think they're just gonna get a little bit better every week.
So the Bills are also 4 now. Who's the better team?
I still think we are.
I think we are too. Does that concern you?
What?
The Bills being 4 now.
No, why?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Why would I be concerned?
Do you think there's something to be worried about?
No, because I don't know. We're the team that's 20 of our last 21. We're the team that's beat him in those last 20 games. We're the team that has beat, you know, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes twice, Matt Stafford and that coach twice. We beat all these teams, right? Why would I worry about Buffalo when they get to the playoffs and can't find a way to win? They find a way to lose. And we find a way to win. I said this and I've been saying this for there's no reason for us to be concerned. I think there's reason for the rest of the NFL to be concerned about us.
Good.
One, we're playing horrible football. We're 4-0. We beat a team that went to the Super Bowl. We beat a team that went to the playoffs and another team that went to the playoffs. And we're playing horrible football.
Horribly. Okay, that's honestly a really refreshing. I haven't even thought that way.
And
And
the,
that's really
and
giving
the
me
Cowboys who put up a 40 burger on another team that went to the playoffs last year.
so
So
in
no, if we look at last year, they weren't playing great and they got better every week. And then they hit a stride. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen this year. They might struggle, but
I think they're gonna struggle, but I also think they're gonna figure it out as they go.
yeah,
I think they're gonna get a little bit better each week.
yeah, we just got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And they got to
So
figure out Lane Johnson and Landon Decker.
speaking of health and injuries, Chiefs and Ravens. I mean, the Ravens were down how many starters on Sunday?
So
I
I
think it
think
was
they
like
had
Bad
6
Vin.
defensive starters out of the game
Yeah.
and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs, and I'll give the Chiefs credit, they were getting on the Ravens early. Lamar was still in the game, couple of their defensive. I mean, 3 of those guys that were hurt on defense didn't even play last week. So I'm not completely bought in on the Chiefs. I'll have to say,
Probably not.
but I will say this: they looked good, though. They looked better last week than they have in the last, all season,
Agreed with that.
dating back to the playoffs of last year.
Yeah.
So, and the way the Ravens are playing, and the fact that the Chargers lost, right?
That was insane.
The Chiefs are right there
I was happy to see that.
where you could have buried that team and they didn't. So, if I'll be honest, right? You asked how concerned am I about Buffalo being 4-0? I'm not. You know why? Because I'm sure Buffalo's going, shit, the Chiefs are not dead yet.
They're
That's
dead.
their thorn in their side. The Ravens and Bills' thorn are the Chiefs.
Do they play?
Well, in the playoffs, they will play each other, and I don't know if they play each other this year,
Yeah.
but it seems like they play a lot of
So
each
who
other
do
a
the
lot.
Bills play this week?
I think the Bills go to New England.
Hmm. New England won this weekend.
Yeah, I think they go to New England.
New England, I was surprised. They've been winning a couple games. I feel like last year they lost every game.
Yeah.
This year they've had some
Well,
wins.
they got the new coach, the guy that coached the Titans, Vrabel. He's an ex-Patriot. He played for them, played for Belichick, won some Super Bowls, and that always brings a little bit of emotion and fire to the team and helps them out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not playing the hardest schedule. I mean, they play the Dolphins and the Jets and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So, and speaking of the Dolphins, poor Tyreek Hill. Whew.
I
You
know
didn't see
nothing
that the
about
other
that.
night?
I didn't
He
watch the Dolphins
dislocated his
game.
knee the other night.
No. Thank God I didn't. That makes me
Yeah.
squeamish. What about Bad Bunny performing halftime? It's a rumor on the street.
Oh, good for Bad Bunny.
I knew you would be like, who the hell is Bad Bunny?
I've seen that guy on TV, right? He's been on TV. He wears
Okay.
does he wear glasses?
I honestly have no idea. I know his music, but I don't know.
I think he was wearing glasses. I've seen him on
I've seen
TV.
Bad Bunny,
He
but
does a commercial.
I don't really watch TV.
Well, I do, and I think I've seen him in a commercial.
You would know.
I could
So
be
that's
wrong.
something.
But yeah, good for him.
Lastly, let's talk about us Sunday. Back at home. Thank God.
1 o'clock.
Busy weekend in Philadelphia. Phillies Saturday home, Eagles Sunday home, Phillies Monday home.
Yeah.
Crazy times. I love this time of year. 1 o'clock game against the Broncos. So what are you thinking? I'll go what I'm thinking first, actually. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I feel like I've been very hesitant the last couple weeks. This week, I'm thinking we practiced, they watched things back, they've learned, they're a little bit more disciplined. I'm feeling like I'm not saying it's going to be a new team overnight by any means. I think we're still going to see some struggles that we've been seeing, but I think it's going to be a little bit better. And I'm feeling confident. We're winning 34-24.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay,
I think
good.
I think like I can't stand Sean Payton.
I don't know who that is.
It's the coach of the Broncos. You know that. You remember. I hate that guy.
Hates that guy.
Hate him.
Hate him.
So any chance that we get to go back there, Fangio coached the Broncos at one point, so I'm sure he would like to get a win over his ex team.
All right.
So, but I just think that we have the better quarterback, we have the better coach, we have the better team. They're coming at us. I
Yeah.
think I think they'll be able to get the running game going. They'll be able to pass the ball. So, the defense, that defense is always going to keep you in the game. So, yeah, 34-24, I'll buy that for $1.
Wow.
Eh, I
Okay.
would like to see it a little bit bigger,
All
but
right.
you know. But
We'll see.
ultimately, I think they get the win, and
I
they
do too,
they
but
just need to
sometimes
stay healthy.
games like that though that are like what
Well,
happened
I think coming back from
from that.
playing that was a rough 4 game
That was
stretch.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you want to always say Dallas sucks, and they do suck, and I've been telling you this for years. When Dak Prescott starts, that team wins usually 10, 11, 12 games a year, and that's pretty good. Now he falls apart in the playoffs, which is okay, but I mean for us it is, but
Hmm.
they're a decent team. And then to play 3 other playoff teams, you know, 2 of them at their house.
Yeah.
I mean, you went to Kansas City, one of the loudest stadiums in the league. They were in the Super Bowl last year. I don't know if you remember.
How could I
They were
forget?
there, right? And we went there and won. We went to Tampa Bay, which is, as long as I've been alive, a horrible place for the Eagles to play.
Hmm.
And they got a W.
Yeah.
So they beat the Rams. They got a W there. I don't know. I just feel like,
I think it's gonna be okay.
yeah,
But we have a very exciting, busy weekend ahead of us, and
go Phils, go
next
Birds.
weekend's gonna be really, I mean, next week is gonna be a very,
Yeah,
very chatty episode.
yeah.
So go Phils, go Birds. Thank you
Thanks for
for
watching.
listening. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends.
Have fun.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye.
See you.